Hello, educators. My name is Taryn Stokes, and I will be your host this evening. Today, we will be reviewing how to support immigrant students in the school setting. Thank you for joining me. I would like for you to log in at the bottom of the screen with your name, email, and role in the school setting. You can use the chat room to ask and answer questions or leave comments. I will try my best to answer questions posted. Let me take this time to briefly introduce myself. Again, my name is Taryn Stokes. I am a school psychologist for Red Clay Consolidated School District. I hold a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology from Drexel University, a Master's of Education in School Counseling from Wilmington University, and a certification in school psychology from Immaculata University. I have included my email address just in case you would like to contact me regarding the webinar. Today, we will cover the following topics: immigration in schools. We will meet Maria, how to support immigrant students and families, how to use school-based counseling to support immigrant students, and finally, we will review the ABCX model. In this section, immigration in schools, we will learn about what is immigration, documented and undocumented immigrants, and immigrant students' rights. What is immigration? Immigration is the process through which individuals become permanent residents or citizens of a new country. Documented and undocumented immigrants. Documented immigrants are foreign-born people legally admitted to the U.S. who possess a proper visa or other immigration documentation. Undocumented immigrants are foreign-born people who do not possess a valid visa or other immigration documentation because they entered the U.S. without inspection, stayed longer than their temporary visas permitted, or otherwise violated the terms under which they were admitted. Immigrant students' rights to attend public schools. We will learn about Plyer versus Doe and the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act. In the U.S. Supreme Court, Plyer versus Doe ruled that children of undocumented workers and children who themselves are undocumented have the same rights to attend public, primary, and secondary schools as do U.S. citizens and permanent residents. Actually, children of undocumented workers are required under state laws to attend school until they reach a mandated age. School registrars do not have the legal obligation to enforce U.S. immigration laws. The Family Education Rights and Privacy Act prohibits schools from providing any outside agency, including the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, with any information from a child's school file that will expose the student's undocumented status. The only exception is if an agency gets a court order or subpoena, but parents have the right to challenge the order. Maria is an 8-year-old third grader from Puerto Rico. She only speaks and understands Spanish. She was transferred into a U.S. public school in the middle of the school year. She was placed in a classroom where the teacher and students only speak English. However, there is a student who is bilingual. She speaks English and Spanish. What do you think are Maria's challenges in school? I will give you time to answer in the chat room. Academically, Maria has a difficult time following the curriculum in the general education classroom. She has expressed that she likes math because it's less reading. She remembers how to solve math problems from school in Puerto Rico. Socially, Maria has one friend who helps her with her schoolwork and communication with the teacher. However, Maria has been bullied by a male student in her class. There was an incident where he cut her hair. Supporting immigrant students with everyday hassles in the classroom. So the question is, how do we support Maria and other immigrant students? It is important to enlist the help of English language learners or ELL teachers to support students academically. Also, they can help build the gap between any academic or language difficulties. ELL teachers are able to push into the classroom to help students and are also able to provide instruction in small group with other English language learners. It is important to pair immigrant students with a student mentor to help navigate the school day. This helps the student feel a sense of security and helps eliminate feelings of loneliness. Maria was happy she had another student she could talk to. However, when Maria's hair was cut, she had a hard time expressing her feelings. The ELL teacher was called to support Maria and the teacher. This helped Maria feel safe and trustful towards her teachers. To build trusting relationships, educators must take the time to develop an authentic, trusting relationship with immigrant students and families. Learn about where the students are from, cultural norms, values and traditions, and family life. Also learn about the reasons for them coming to the U.S. and any traumas. Helping immigrant families with stressors. Do you think schools can help immigrant students and families? Please take this time to answer in the chat room. How can you help? Encourage families to talk to an immigration service provider about rights and options. Encourage families to make a child care and family preparedness plan. Encourage families to seek counseling services. to help manage everyday stressors, such as fear of deportation and separation from families left in the country of origin. Connect families to interpreters if there are any language barriers. Provide families with a point person at school, such as a social worker, psychologist, principal, or counselor, to help with any questions or concerns. Connect families with social workers to help with employment, housing, and financial issues. Encourage families to attend school-based activities. School-based counseling. How can school-based counseling help with everyday hassles? School counselors, psychologists, and social workers can help immigrant students identify stressors and ways to cope, assist with managing emotions at home and school, help students with conflict resolution, advocate students' needs and concerns, and they can help students develop friendships with other students. In Maria's case, Maria and her father were able to meet with the school psychologist, with the ELL teacher translating, to discuss Maria's feelings and create a safety plan. The psychologist and ELL teacher ensured Maria and her father that bullying is unacceptable, and also empowered Maria to tell an adult when she doesn't feel safe. What is the ABCX model? The ABCX model is used for analyzing stress and coping within families. The model consists of A, the stressor event, B, the resources available to the family, C, the family's perception of the stressor, and X, the likelihood of the crisis. Variables B and C determine whether the stressor event A results in crisis. Using the ABCX model to help Maria. A, the stressor event. Maria is a Spanish-speaking immigrant student whose hair was cut in class. B, Maria's resources are the ELL teacher and her bilingual friend. C, her perceptions. Maria was confused, scared, and upset. She was unable to use her friend to communicate with the teacher. X, the likelihood of the crisis. The ELL teacher was able to help Maria talk to her teacher and connect Maria to her father and psychologist. Maria was able to express her feelings and concerns. Overall, the experience has allowed Maria to feel safe and aware that she has teachers and staff who care for her. In conclusion, immigrant students endure a lot of stress when coming to school. It is important to build relationships, create safe environments, and help them feel that they are part of the school community. Thank you for tuning into the webinar. I hope that you learned valuable information to support immigrant students. Again, feel free to contact me at terensstokes@gmail.com.